Yo, yo, what's going on? It's your man Cowboy Cam live with you here on the Flex Network and the Cowboy Cam Facebook page. As I got on my Dak Prescott t-shirt today, I'm feeling myself, feeling real good today. Man, I'm fresh off work. For those that tuned in yesterday, I covered the whole Russell Wilson to Dallas conversation and kind of try to dead that in the water. It's a bunch of malarkey. What's going on with you, Corbin? What's good, baby? I was trying to dead that in the water, and ESPN just keeps killing me, man. ESPN just keeps y'all don't think these quarterback stories are a little out there? Like all of a sudden, all of these quarterbacks have some kind of beef with their organization. Now, Aaron Rodgers was kind of the only one I was like, I understand because they drafted a backup quarterback. They drafted your backup in the first round. They traded up. I understand Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, understandable. But all of a sudden, Russell Wilson's unhappy. Carson Wentz is unhappy. Even though the Eagles fired Carson Wentz's coach, they fired Doug Peterson for Carson Wentz, and then he was still unhappy. Jared Goff's coaching staff was unhappy with him. And so this whole quarterback carousel just seems a little bit, just seems out there. And Mike, you beat me right to it. Seattle doesn't want Zeke at all, and that is like the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like literally, they're first off they're bashing Dak. Like it wasn't as if they gave good points on why Dak and Russ could be traded, pick for pick. It was kind of, oh yeah, the Cowboys got these good players, and Dak ain't got them over the hill. So bringing Russell Wilson to Dallas, that would work. And then they're like, oh, you might, and then Seattle wants to run the football, so you might as well throw in Ezekiel Elliott. Me also knowing that some of Russell Wilson's best seasons are when Seattle's able to run the football. When Russ has a running game is when Russ works the best. So sending Dak and Zeke to Seattle, that sounds even more unrealistic. Like now you guys are just so far gone, ESPN. I'm listening to them just crap on Dak, and I'm like, cool, understandable. Go ahead, crap on him. That's fine, cool. And then you bring up trading Zeke, and I'm like, okay, now that Seattle for sure doesn't want Zeke. Why would they take on Ezekiel Elliott's contract when they don't have to? They don't have to take. Why? Why would they do that? Why? And then so it also takes away from the point of you're not trading Dak Prescott without his say so. You're not getting Dak Prescott's not going anywhere without his agreement. If I'm Dak Prescott, once again, why do I agree to help you in a trade? To help you. Why? Why would I agree to help you when I'm 1 year away from free agency where I'm open to everybody? I'm open to everybody. I can go sign with whoever I want to. Unless you're going to bring me back on a $50 million tag, which you're not. The Cowboys aren't going to do that. So why would I agree to go to Seattle? And so then there's fans, oh, we can place the transition tag on them. Well, if you do that, that would mean Seattle would have to want Dak Prescott. Like Seattle would have to, okay, we'll give you draft picks for Dak Prescott. Why would Seattle do that? When they could just be like, hey, I'm just going to keep Russell Wilson and trade Russell Wilson. Actually use Russell Wilson for trade bait. Like instead of me giving up draft capital for Russell Wilson. And then also the point is, why would the Cowboys give up draft capital for Russell Wilson if you have all these holes you have to fill? The same issues that Seattle's having, that Russell Wilson's complaining about with his offensive line, we have offensive line issues. But it's kind of funny that nobody brought up these offensive line issues when Dak Prescott was playing in these games. You want to know why? Because Dak Prescott made that offensive line look good. All of a sudden, Andy Dalton got in the game, Garrett Gilbert and Ben DiNucci, and people were like, oh, we have offensive line issues. Oh, we got to fix our O-line. I'm like, no, you got your backups are playing. You got rookies in the game. So your backups got some critical playing experience, Terrence Steele, which everyone knows I'm hard on Terrence Steele. He got some valuable playing time. Like He got better as the season went on. Like, he got better. Brandon Knight got worse, but Brandon Knight was dealing with injuries. So Connor McGovern got to play. You know, you had backups that were I wanted to see play. So, yeah, the whole trading Dak to Seattle and Russ to Dallas, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Let me get to some of these comments real quick. Also, Russ won't be traded without a big time offer. He has 36 million dead cap hit if he traded before June 1st. I don't know if y'all can hear my son in the background, but he's banging that table. Thank you, Mike. Because if y'all don't know nothing about this, Flex Mike gonna cover that Seattle Seahawks news, man. He's on it. He got their whole cap information. He knows everything that goes on with that Seattle Seahawks team. And that's kind of what I'm hinting at. It's almost impossible to move Russell Wilson before June 1st. And it's a hassle. 36 million in dead cap. And also, the Cowboy fans out there, they're like, oh, Russell Wilson is cheaper. Russell Wilson is cheaper. I also heard that on ESPN. But it was kind of funny because LeVar Arrington brought up, which I was shocked. LeVar Arrington brought up Russell Wilson's probably going to want a new deal. Exactly. Like, you're not just going to get to trade for Russell Wilson and be like, oh, we're good. We got Russ now. No, you have to pay him. You got to pay Russell Wilson again. So, no, you're not getting a great deal for Russell Wilson. You're losing, and then you're not able to build around Russell Wilson, and then Russell Wilson's in the same situation he was just in Seattle. That's all. I got you, Mike. Like we said for 3 years now, the Cowboys can't trade something they don't own. They don't own Dak Prescott, man. This is what happened when you drag your feet. You don't sign your quarterback. And it's kind of funny to me. ESPN's like, nah, the Cowboys shouldn't sign Dak Prescott. And then you hear them go, oh, the Browns should sign Baker Mayfield. And I'm like, all right. And then you hear, oh, the Ravens should sign Lamar Jackson. And I'm like, all right. And then you're like, oh, Buffalo should sign Josh Allen. And I'm like, all right. So the whole narrative of if you pay a quarterback top dollar, they won't make the Super Bowl. Basically, we're going to be seeing a whole lot of new teams in the Super Bowl, from my understanding. That is what – oh, my gosh, son. that is my understanding. If you tell me that Dak Prescott can't be afforded to be paid because you won't be able to build around him and top quarterbacks getting paid top money don't make the Super Bowl, well, I bet not see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I bet not see still Russell Wilson in the Super Bowl. Lamar's going to get paid. I bet not see Lamar in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen's about to get paid. I bet not see him in the Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? But it's just kind of funny how, like, all these other quarterbacks, they're cool with those guys getting paid, but Dak Prescott getting paid, good Lord, that is – and Mike, we've already discussed this. Dak is light years better than Baker. Yes, Dak is like I don't understand that. Like, yeah, like Dak's better than Baker. We all know that. And Corbin, I'm telling you, bro, I want to cover other topics. Trust me, guys, I want to cover other topics, such as Jalen Smith not being on the cutting block. Somehow Jalen Smith not being on the cutting block. And it's kind of funny if you go ask Jalen Smith, he'll be like, of course I ain't on the cutting block. Go watch the film. And I'm like, dog, I watched the film. Jalen, you was bad. You were bad. Corbin, Dak and Zeke for Deshaun and some picks in the discussion. No, because you still can't trade somebody that ain't yours. And I don't want Deshaun Watson. I don't want Deshaun. If I'm trading away Dak and Zeke with a hurt offensive line, even worse defense than the Houston Texans defense, even worse. The Cowboys defense was even worse than the Houston Texans defense. What is Deshaun Watson going to get me? 4-12? 5 wins? You don't think I can send Dak to Houston and get 4 wins? Like, I'm keeping it real with you guys. I'm keeping it real. Deshaun Watson went 4-12 in Houston with some dysfunction. Dak Prescott's worst season with dysfunction is 8-8 with a coach that gets fired, running back that held out. You know, Amari Cooper, so. If he Dak went 8-8, Deshaun went 4-12, dog, and he only lost Hopkins, and he went 4-12. So no, Deshaun bringing that showed me everything I needed to see. Deshaun Watson doesn't fix the Dallas Cowboys. He doesn't. He doesn't. What's going on with your ex? What's going on with your Xavier? So Russ says he wants to come to Dallas. It's to me, it's just hype drama. And you say I don't want him because Dak already beat him in the playoffs. Boom. I mean, that was a great game, by the way. It wasn't like Russell Wilson played bad or anything like that. Dak was just really special. Like, Dak literally was special in the playoffs. 5 wins will win these division, man. Hey, first off, it took 6, all right? It took 6 to win this division, okay? So not just 5. My son has unplugged the TV somehow. This man he's on a rampage. And Mike, what's going on? The Cowboys need a makeover with their secondary linebackers. Defense is a much bigger issue here. It's a much bigger issue. And so as a guy who understands this Dallas Cowboys roster, if I'm able to, once again, like I say, just sign Dak Prescott, it'll free up your cap space. Like, it won't be as big of a cap hit having Dak under a contract. Not losing draft capital because you got all your draft picks. You're able to fix your defense, and then you're able to sign some free agents. Reminder, the Dallas Cowboys spent $25 million in free agency just last season. And they picked the wrong free agents. They picked the wrong ones. Now, I think Gerald McCoy would have been a fine piece, but Gerald McCoy was hurt. But besides that, they picked the wrong pieces. So, and that was with Dak on a tag of 31.4 million, 31.4 million, hard to the cap, Dak, 31 million, and they spent 25 million in free agency. So if you can get Dak under contract, get his cap space. Once again, if you did not catch the video I did yesterday, it was basically breaking down a ideal contract for Dak Prescott, suggested by a former NFL agent. Basically, there's a way you can negotiate Dak's contract to where his cap hit is $17 to $20 million. So why not just do those things, fix your team, and then go compete for a Super Bowl? Because your offense is ready. Your offense is fireworks, baby. Your offense was number 1 before you got CeeDee Lamb, and then you were number 1 with Dak Prescott. I mean, you were number 1 just this past season. Mind you, Dak Prescott was on pace to break the NFL passing record, the passing yardage record, by a lot. Not like a little bit, by a lot. Like, so even if his numbers came back down to earth where he's not throwing for so much yardage in a game, he still might have broke that passing yardage record. I think it was 371 yards per game in the 5 games that he played. Man, ridiculous. And I got you, Malik. And me and Malik, we've talked about this. Better play calling fixes the Cowboys and maybe some strong pieces in the secondary. That's it. I think the Cowboys try to run the ball. The Cowboys are very predictive when running the football. And, it's mathematically proven. The Cowboys are going to run the ball on first down. It's going to happen. They're going to run it. But it's kind of funny that the Cowboys are better at throwing the football on first down. And they're better at throwing the football on second down. And they're better at throwing the football on third and long. They're really good. The Cowboys are really good at throwing the football on third and long, but you don't want to be in third and long. So say you can get more creative in your play calling, not running Ezekiel Elliott on first down, maybe throwing the ball on first down. Maybe that fixes your team. Maybe that helps your offense out. And hold on, I got you. Let me get the banner up. LOL, moment of the week, even though it's not a moment of the week. It's not a moment of the week. It's not a moment of the week. But you remember the fake punt? Dog. The Cowboys were, I don't know what the Cowboys were doing, dog. I don't know, man. I don't know. I remember the fake punt because I watched it and I was just like, get this team off the field. What's going on with you, Hogan? Are you still at work? You better not be at work on your phone, man. I'm just out here bringing the facts, dog. That's all I can do. And what's going on with my buddy Isaac, Zeke, trash cans? Hey, Isaac, let's give it this season. this season. Let's determine Zeke off this season. Let's see. Let's see what he does. I'm gonna give him one more year. I'm gonna give him one more. Yes, son. We're gonna give Zeke one more year. But hey, that's been all my time. I'm gonna get out here with the wife. Go file some taxes, basically go do some adult things I don't want to go do, but I got to go do them. I appreciate y'all tuning in, guys. All love here. Once again, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this content with all your friends and family. Cowboy Cam is out. Go Cowboys! And get Dak Prescott signed, please.